And now the news for the East Midlands. I'm James Lewis. First this evening, the 14-year-old boy who was killed on railway tracks in Nottinghamshire has been named as Joshua Travis. His family have paid tribute to him, describing him as a lad with an incredible energy for life, an infectious smile and kind, sparkling eyes. Josh was also a former academy goalkeeper at Nottingham Forest. Dozens of floral tributes have been laid, as well as a school tie and notes describing him as a bright star. The incident happened on Wednesday night in the village of Burton Joyce. It's not being treated as suspicious. Next this evening, King Richard III has been given a new lease of life with state-of-the-art technology recreating his voice. A digital avatar of the medieval king is going on display at the King Richard III Centre in Leicester. Jodie Law has been along for a preview.
Oh, most sweet Lord Jesus Christ.
King Richard III like you've never seen or heard him before. It's been a team effort using science, history and technology to bring the long dead to life.
With over 90% accuracy. It's very clever how the linguists do their thing. But we've involved dentistry, physiotherapy, ear, nose, throat consultants, forensic psychologists, obviously the craniofacial reconstruction. We can learn about the muscles of his face, because how we use our faces when we speak. I could smile at you and sound one way, or look really cross and sound another way. So I needed to know about his face.
This project has been 10 years in the making. It's a collaboration between A Voice for Richard and Liverpool John Moores University, which has created the moving digital avatar.
Working with the team has been really interesting for us because we're not historians, we're digital artists, and we've got to work with the most cutting-edge technology for doing voice to lip movements and digital avatar.
West End actor Thomas Dennis trained in the original pronunciation to recreate what the former monarch sounded like.
I've had a long fascination with Richard III. I've been interested in him for many, many years. I've done a lot of my own research on him. So this wasn't the start of my journey with Richard. In a way, it's just kind of become the peak of it. This moment where I've actually been able to use my craft and my talent to help tell a part of his story, and I think that's been very, very special.
I think from the point of view of Richard III, he's such a polarising person that I think if you can humanise him in some way, it will hopefully help sort of readjust the debate that people have about whether Richard was some kind of saint or some kind of monster.
A Voice of Richard will be a permanent exhibition at the King Richard III Centre and will go on display to the public tomorrow. Jodie Law, BBC East Midlands Today, Leicester.
Now, Derbyshire boxer Fraser Clarke hopes to put Britain's best heavyweights on notice when he fights in Derby tonight. Fraser, who trains in Heanor, fights Jamie TKV for the British title at Valent Live tonight. There's full commentary on BBC Radio Derby.
That's what I'm here for, you know, you want to compete at the best level. I'm a competitor first and foremost. And listen, myself, the guys at Box, we have huge aspirations. We want to be in massive fights. You know, this is a bit smaller than last week. They was at Wembley with Chris Eubank and Conor Benn. Now they're in little old Derby. Well, listen, we're going to put a great show on. We can't wait.
And free Sunday buses are running to Leicestershire towns for Christmas events. The County Council hopes the one-off services will help people reach light switch-ons, markets and other celebrations. They'll include routes to Loughborough, Melton, Colville and Market Bosworth on selected timetables. Right, let's take a look at the weather then. Here's Kay.
Good evening. It's been a soggy old Saturday for most of us. We've had some persistent rain this afternoon and there's still a little bit more to come through tonight as well, which may turn a little wintry across the higher ground into the Peak District. But you can see by the end of the night it has cleared, the skies have cleared as well and the winds are easing down. So temperatures will fall close to freezing, may turn a little bit icy for untreated surfaces for a time tomorrow morning. But we will be waking up to some sunshine. Hurrah! Lots of blue sky through the morning, a little bit of cloud developing into the afternoon, but it's a bright day for our Sunday. The winds are a bit lighter and temperatures are going to get up to around 6 or 7 degrees. Make the most of that because it is turning a little wetter and windier as we go on into Monday, and temperature wise really on the mild side for the 1st of December, highs of around 13 Celsius.